I want to share 3 real stories with you. 3 true cases that happen to ordinary people. Hi, most serious problems start suddenly. They build slowly, day after day, while people feel completely fine. In this video, you will understand and what you can start doing differently from today. The first case is about a young mother. Imagine suddenly losing the ability to speak and walk. That is what happened to Jessica. She was 32 years old and had given birth to her baby just a few days earlier. While taking care of her daughter, she suddenly felt dizzy. She tried to stand up from her chair but could not. Her legs felt weak. She called her husband and he immediately noticed that her speech was slurred. In less than 10 minutes, he rushed her to a nearby hospital. She was examined, imaging tests were done, and medication to dissolve the clot was given. Almost immediately, her speech returned, the strength in her legs came back, and the dizziness disappeared. The second case involves a man in his early 60s. I will call him Hugo. He was a lawyer under constant stress, working long hours, worried about finances. He had never taken good care of his health. He was overweight, had diabetes and high blood pressure that was poorly controlled. One night, very late, while working at his computer, he felt an intense headache. It was so severe that he knew something was very wrong. He called his sister, who was a nurse, and then collapsed. He woke up days later in intensive care, after surgery, just coming out of a medically induced coma. The third case is about a woman in her late 50s. I will call her Regina. She had heart rhythm problems but had not seen her doctor in years. She was at a family gathering when she started to feel a strange tingling on one side of her face. Her daughter noticed that her mouth was drooping. Regina looked in the mirror and confirmed it. She was taken to the hospital immediately. On the way there, the symptoms disappeared. Her face returned to normal. The tingling stopped. Still, after imaging exams, she was admitted for observation. What do these 3 cases have in common? All 3 people had a stroke, and that is what we are talking about today. In this video, you will learn how to recognize the main warning signs of a stroke. This information can protect you or someone you love from a condition that causes serious disability and can be fatal if not treated in time. A stroke can happen to anyone, young or old, apparently healthy or not. It is one of the leading causes of death and long-term disability worldwide. The most frightening part is that many people do not recognize the signs early enough. Now, let me explain something very important in simple terms. A stroke is a medical emergency. It happens when the blood that should be reaching a part of the brain is blocked or interrupted. When blood does not arrive, the area of the brain is deprived of oxygen and nutrients. Brain cells start to die very quickly. That is why doctors say one simple phrase: time is brain. Every minute counts. Years ago, there was very little that could be done. Today, medicine has advanced a lot. There are treatments that can dissolve clots and procedures that can reopen blocked arteries. I have personally seen people arrive unable to speak or walk, and after treatment regain those abilities. But this only works if help is fast. That is why you should never wait for symptoms to pass on their own. Waiting can cost brain tissue, movement, speech, memory, and even life. Now let me share a simple tool that helps recognize a stroke quickly. It is called Be Fast. Balance. Is the person suddenly dizzy or unable to walk properly. Eyes. Is there sudden trouble seeing, blurred vision, or loss of vision? Face. Ask the person to smile. Does one side droop? Arms. Ask them to raise both arms. Does one arm fall or feel weak? Speech. Is the speech slurred, confused, or difficult to understand? Time. If you see any of these signs, it is time to call emergency services immediately. Do not hesitate. Do not wait. Time lost is brain lost. There are different types of stroke. The most common happens when an artery supplying the brain is blocked by a clot. Another type happens when a blood vessel ruptures and causes bleeding in the brain. There is also something called a mini stroke, where symptoms disappear quickly. Even when symptoms go away, it is a major warning sign. It means a bigger stroke could happen soon. The symptoms of a stroke vary because the brain is complex. Different areas control speech, movement, balance, vision, and behavior. That is why signs can look different from person to person. The biggest risk factor for stroke is high blood pressure. Other major causes include smoking, heart rhythm problems, diabetes, high cholesterol, obesity, lack of physical activity, and family history. Strokes are becoming more common even in younger people because these risk factors are appearing earlier in life. The good news is that many strokes are preventable. Controlling blood pressure, eating a healthy diet, being physically active, managing blood sugar, avoiding smoking, and taking care of your health can dramatically reduce your risk. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel and share it someone you love. I'm Luke Santiago, a nutrition student from Brazil, and this is Luke Healthy Nutrition Tips. Take care of your body and see you in the next video.